Hello everyone, I'm Mortika Lacrosse, and you're watching another episode of Strange But True. Every episode,
I search all over the internet.
I scowl over the internet.
Stories that are weird,
Crazy,
out there.
This is
Strange But True.
And the first story that we're going to do is about this woman. It says in the article she's from Ohio, and she basically, 41-year-old Dominica Deering of Beechwood, Ohio.
We'll put the picture there on the screen, so
there's the picture of her. She was spotted shoplifting, and since she was spotted shoplifting, she got caught. And the security and police were giving her photos, so when she came back the next day, she wanted some more free items.
And the Walmart loss prevention took her into the office area, and it was determined that she had stolen.
And so just imagine this. These Walmart people, like, busted her, the loss prevention busted her for shoplifting $238.79 worth of items. And she decided the appropriate response when they decided to was to try to run out, and she, runs out of the office.
And she starts projectiling poop.
Yes, you heard me right. So she's, been busted, and it's tell them to throw poop at them. Attention, Walmart shoppers. Beware of flying poop. That's right, you heard us right. There is projectile poop in aisle 7, aisle 10, and aisle 15. That's right, you heard me right. She decided that the correct response was to projectile poop all over the place. And then she, at one point, it even got even weirder.
She began screaming in an unidentified language and said her name was Tamika Brown and that she was from Pennsylvania. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere,
she's throwing poop at him. And then speaking in an unknown language.
I guess she was speaking in tongues.
And then says her name's Tamika Brown and not the name that they already have. And that she was from Pennsylvania, and she just begins projectile defecating all over the place, throwing it around.
And you have to remember that, coronavirus is going on.
And so she's throwing the poop, and it's and they're like, take cover! And she's just sitting there throwing poop after poop. She pled guilty to 2 counts of violating the county's stay-at-home order, which specifies that any person coming into the county from out of town must be quarantined for 14 days in order to not spread the coronavirus. 2 counts of larceny. She spent 4 days in the Haywood County Detection Center, but otherwise was not sentenced to jail time. She was given a 45-day suspended sentence and 12 months of unsupervised probation.
Just imagine, and they're making minimum wage.
They're working at Walmart, and they have to deal with women like this, or people just in general like this, throwing poop at them.
I mean, seriously, that is a crazy story.
And that's the first strange but true story. So, yeah, this strange but true story that's coming up next is another strange but true story that has to deal with poop. I hope that doesn't become a concurrent theme in these videos where it's oh god, Mordecai's talking about shit again. No, but I did do one, other than this one, deal with poop, the cow poop one, and then there was another one, I believe, before that as well. But hopefully that does not become a non-current thing. But sorry, let's just jump to the story. So in Michigan, there's these 2 feuding farmers. And the one feuding farmer decided the best way to deal with this feud was to build a poop wall. So right over there, we're going to build a poop wall right over there. That'll teach him a lesson. That's right. So he was mad at his neighbor, and they were their brothers, I guess, or something. I can't remember. I'll leave that article in the description bar down below. But basically, they figured out the best way to deal with their feud is the one guy was like, you know what? I'm building a poop wall. He says it's a compost fence, but last time I checked, compost has nothing to do with poop. But I could be wrong. I'm not a farmer. But yeah, so he decided the best thing to deal with the feud was a poop wall. In fact, I think I got some footage of it, so here it is.
It's just a shit pile over there.
Well, we'll just call it a poop wall. A 250-foot long poop wall. That's really close to the house.
It probably sold, like, it has some cultural or agricultural benefit.
Well, not really. See, the poop wall is really all part of a family feud.
They normally spread it on the field, but decided to make a fence out of it.
Wayne, where does all this poop come from?
Comes from the cows.
And that would be where Wayne's grandfather, Edward Lamberth, developed the farm 100 years ago. Edward had 2 sons, Owen and Raymond, and then the property was divided. And last year, when there was a dispute over a property line, well, the poop hit the farm. You've been around poop all your life on this farm. I mean, this shouldn't be that big a deal for you.
No, but when you got renters, you know, they have to live with this every day. I come here to mow the lawn.
And they are consistently ruining my morning as I walk out.
Can't leave the window open because the whole upstairs will smell like it.
How you doing? And there's the guy that put up the poop wall. Could you just talk about the poop wall here?
You mean the poop wall's a compost bin?
Yeah, but Wayne doesn't like it though. I guess he wanted to go back to planting the corn. Now, Wayne has tried to do something about the poop wall, but local and state officials said no. Wayne might be complaining about the poop, but I think it's totally legal. The poop's on this guy's property, not Wayne's.
Poop, poop.
So apparently, yeah, Vixen just told me that you can actually use poop in compost, and I looked it up real quick while that video was playing. And the thing is yeah, you can, but it's not really a viable option. And what I mean by that, it's just not the best thing to use. It attracts, you know, other animals, probably ones that you don't want near your animals and whatnot. Like, I don't know, I'm just saying. Anyways, but yeah, so as you've seen from that video clip and whatnot, the guy was like, I'm gonna settle this feud, I'm gonna have a poop wall. But just imagine how badly that wall smells, especially around the time when it gets to summer and the heat is just blistering down like crazy, and that shit can be smelled like probably in the next fucking county. Like, the next county can smell that. They're like, oh god, don't go to that county. Why? The dude has a poop wall. Why does he got a poop wall? He has a family feud. It's like the Capulets and the Montagues and Romeo and Juliet, you know? But yeah, and so there you have it. Another shitty-ass story about poop. What is with people and just, like, poop? Seriously, like, I don't know people's obsession with crap. It's crap, if you ask me. And now it's time for another strange true story to complete this triple threat that we do every video now, it seems. So this last story, if you will, of this strange but true triple threat that we seem to be doing every strange but true video, is that the FDA had to send out a warning to not be eating cicadas. Yeah, those little insects that come out. And I guess it's because of something like this. Hello, come on down to Redneck Ralph's Cajun Restaurant. That's right, Redneck Ralph now has a Cajun restaurant, and our specialty, you won't believe it, but yep, it's the cicadas. We like to fry them up in a little butter. In all honesty, I'm trying to figure out whose bright idea it was to eat cicadas, to the point where the FDA had to send out a warning to say, hey, if you're allergic to shellfish, you probably shouldn't be eating cicadas at all. Which, now, I know that cicadas are related to shellfish in the genus, or whatever the hell it's called. I wasn't paying attention in that part of science.
Is math related to science?
Anyways, so apparently, yeah, they had to send out this particular warning to tell people, if you're allergic to shellfish, like you can't eat lobster or crabs, then you probably shouldn't be eating cicadas either. And I don't know who was eating it. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of disappointed people in Louisiana that are like, well, darn, I guess I can't be eating that for dinner tonight with my, eggs. I was going to cook me up some bald eagle eggs, and I was gonna, with those bald eagle eggs, I was gonna have a side of cicadas. But now I just can't do that. So yeah, the FDA had to warn people, don't be eating cicadas. And that is basically it of this triple threat. Comment down below of what you thought of these stories. I'd like to hear your feedback if you've heard of any of these stories. And if you have any good cicada recipes, because in the future, we're going to be cooking cicadas with our new cooking show available on NBC. I'm kidding. We don't. But if you have a cicada recipes, yeah, sure. Leave them in the comment section below. I'm not going to make them. I'm not going to be eating cicadas myself because I don't eat insects. But comment down below of what you thought of these stories in this strange but true video that you're watching. I'd like to hear your feedback. In the description bar down below will be the links to all these stories and, you know, the stuff that I usually leave there. So that will be there, right there in the description bar, the links, and the links to my social media page, the link to my Mortika Lacrosse studio store on Teespring, which still doesn't have much at the moment of me recording this video. Hopefully at one point I'll have more than what I have, because it's kind of some cheap ass shit right now that I wouldn't even buy for my grandmother. I'm kidding. Anyways, so that'll be in the description bar down below like it always is. And now it's time for the strange true random fact segment. And then after that, this video will be over. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'm Mortika Lacrosse. As always, stay strange. Hey everybody, I'm Mortika Lacrosse, and it's time for another strange true random fact. Did you know that your pornographic sites are actually a lot more safer than your sites where you go to pray to your god? That's right. According to research from security firm Semitech, religious websites carry 3 times more malware threats than the jack-off sites. They found that the average number of security threats on religious sites carry around 115, where adult content sites only carry around 25. In fact, only 2.4% of adult sites were actually infected with malware. So that's right, you're safer to go, than you are to go to, just saying. So it's actually safer to go just pleasure yourself than it is to ask for forgiveness for pleasuring yourself. Just saying.